Welcome to Around the Farm. I'm Steve Gregerson here with site manager Andy Height, and we're taking this opportunity to be in our brand new canal. Well, I guess it's not brand new.
It's not brand new now. We've talked about it a little bit, and we've kind of shown people. But I thought today we would maybe talk a little bit about what all, besides the other stuff going on at the site, what all this room can be used for. Because I want people to realize that it's out here, that it's available. It was one of the reasons why we included this. Of course, you use it most of the time with school groups, and
right.
And this is day before spring, so
getting closer.
As you call them, the yellow troop carriers are going to be coming in shortly. Middle of April they start, and we're busy. I probably should tell you, we're busy every day now between there and the end of May. So. You're going to be spending a lot of time with the kids.
Lots of little minds to fill up with good stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it's the truth even.
Oh, so. That's what I told people the other day when they did a program. Some of this might have been true. But, and then they've seen it that way because when the kids are here, obviously it's wide open, and we use it as an education center. But there's other things, and we'll get to that. There's other things that we use this for, but we are looking forward to the kids coming back, and that's always I had that discussion with the group. It's always fun with the kids because you never know what they're going to, what's going to catch your attention or what they're going to ask you. We were talking about, and you remember this, the girl that. Wanted to know what you called why a mule was called a mule if it was a horse and a donkey. Remember that?
Yep.
And we got a good laugh over that. I said, no, that you can't use that. We were talking about that, and they are a lot of fun.
They are. I look forward to it. You spend all winter and kind of think, oh yeah, well, they'll be back, and they roll in and just kind of start right into everything, and like you say, you never know what they're going to ask or what they're going to say, so you just kind of got to be prepared to answer all the questions you can think of, and a lot of them you can't because they do have some good ones. Yeah. I'll say that.
And we've shown people the changes we've made here in the museum. The other thing we're able to do too, up in the farmhouse, we're looking forward to, and this is going to be probably more for the visitors in the summer. Because we got some extra exhibit cases that we weren't expecting when we got the ones this fall. We figured out a way to use 2 of them up at the farmhouse, and what we're going to do, we're going to gather up all the things that were actually Johnston pieces.
Neat.
And we're going to put them all in the cases because we got a lot of Johnston stuff that was tucked away or locked up, mainly because we were afraid that it would walk away.
Right.
So we're going to create 2 exhibits of Johnston things. We've got some books, we've got some clothing, we've got more stuff than we actually really realized we had. So when visitors go up in the farmhouse, they will get to see, because that's one of the things visitors always ask. Did these things belong to the Johnston family? And so we're going to be able to tell them very honestly, if you look in these 2 exhibit cases, everything in there will be Johnston items. So, we're making some changes, and we're continuing the contact with the Miami tribe of Oklahoma to bring their exhibit things in because we've got that area ready now. Those cases are emptied. The room's prepared, so all they have to do is bring their items in, and we can get that exhibit up. So there's going to be lots going on. It's going to be, it's going to look a little bit different this year, and that's a good thing. It's just time to make some changes, and it's hard in a museum to change exhibits much.
That's true. I couldn't help but notice on the wall that there's some new things there that you've acquired that relate to the canal, so that'll be something else to add to.
Yeah, you'll have to change your story a little bit. You got your bilge pump up there now, and people can see the wicket gate a little bit better now that it's in a case, and we try to change things. And of course, I've got to touch base with the gentleman that's making our lock model to see where we are with that. So. It's going to be, this room is going to change a little bit this year, even though it's, new. We're making some changes in it too. So, lots is happening.
And it's neat too. It's kind of, speaking of change, to see the tables and chairs here that, how do we put kids in here with all these tables and chairs? But
we don't.
that's true. But I thought it was a good way to lead into, kind of.
Yeah, that's what, again, that's what, when this room was designed, that's what we had in mind, is to be able to use it, obviously primarily for education and exhibit, but the other thing is it does become a multi-purpose room. And you can see here we've got tables set for, we had 50 in here, about almost 50 in here the other day. We can comfortably seat 60 at tables. We've got the catering, the area on the wall where a caterer can set things up and do a buffet, and we've got also have some tables that we can set up to create a buffet line. So, we've got a lot of flexibility here, and we want people to think about, if you've got a group, 50 or 60 people, and you want to have a meeting or you want to have a dinner, we've had a retirement party out here. We could have a wedding reception here. I want people to be aware that this is out here, and we've got such a great view. When you look out the windows, you get a view here that you probably don't get anyplace else in the state of Ohio, which is kind of neat to be able to see or
That's
say.
true.
It's neat to see too.
That is, it is.
But there's a lot of amenities here that it's air conditioned, it's heated. We have real restrooms just around the corner. Everything a group could ask for.
And it is. It's very comfortable. I've been out here for a couple of the events, and it's great. There's plenty of space, lots of things.
And I really like having the round tables. It's so much more conducive for people to sit and have dinner and visit with each other. And this is just such a nice nice addition, I think. And I'm not used to the fact that all the tables and chairs match.
Well, that's true.
We've always kind of scrounged for things, and it's nice to have everything the same. And I think it's comfortable. You're right; it's a comfortable room. It's just conducive to having a good time. So we want people to think about us out here. If you've got an event. We've got weekend evenings. Evenings are fine. Weekdays, if somebody's doing something, especially in the summer, we're not open on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so those are great days for if you have a daytime meeting that you need a venue for. Give us a call at 773-2522, and we could. I'm sure that we can work something out for you. So this is another opportunity. It's another opportunity. For a group like that. Does offer some financial support for the farm.
Right.
So, we'd invite people to use this. That's what it's here for. The community helped pay for it, and we'd like to see the community. And that chair right over there, Joe, is your chair. That's it. Actually, probably 3 or 4 chairs, but a lot of people helped us. We've talked about that before, and so we want to make sure that the community thinks about it's here. Don't hesitate to see if we can use it. Now, of course, January, February it's a little tough.
Yes, that might be a little hard getting back through here through the snow if we got it, but as the seasons are changing, though, this is a place to be. Wow,
three seasons out of the year, this is a pretty neat place.
This is, and thinking of spring things going on, that you have a nice meeting out here, and things are coming back to life, and the canal's there, the river's there. You can just
and fortunately, with the snow melt we had this year, it was slow enough that the river and the canal didn't meet. That's always a plus. We've had that happen, and it's not fun.
Last year was a little.
Last year was a little damp, a little messy. We had mud every place, which was the first time we've really had that when the two have come together. But this year they behaved themselves, both stayed where they were supposed to be. So we're getting ready for the for the kids. Again, it's a lot of fun. But think about this room. Think about using this room. That's what it's here for. We built it and designed it with the idea of being able to have some flexibility. And we've done the dinners in here, and it's worked very well.
Yes, it does. It's real comfortable. I mean, the flow is nice. The space is great.
And with the changes that we did in the museum, we've got, if we have a bigger group, we've got room over there, and it's a nice space in there too, in the Piccawillinie room, for 2 or 3 tables if we have extra people. So, lots of things, lots of possibilities there this summer. So, think about us.
Definitely, definitely.
And this time of year, this is, we've talked about this before, I kind of feel like public broadcasting, but this is our time of year where we do our membership renewals. And so those are out. If you haven't gotten a membership renewal and you would like one, give us a call. So family membership is $25 for a year, and that's almost identical to the price of what a family of 4 comes in for and pays their admission one time. And you buy your membership, you can come out as many times as you want over the course of the year. You get some discounts in the museum shop. You get some discounts on reservation events like our Evening on the Canal, our Christmas events and things like that. So there's some benefits to it. And again, can't stress enough that every dollar that we raise stays in Piqua, stays with this site, doesn't go anyplace else. It helps support the things that we do here. So, if you haven't renewed your membership yet, please do it. If you haven't received one and you're interested, please give us a call. Again, 773-2522. I guess I should hold that up, shouldn't I? We'd be happy to make you a friend. And we've had some new members this year. We're always glad to welcome new members to the Friends group. And we've got a couple other fundraisers. That one is really fun. It's just a whole bunch of fun. And Joe likes this one. This is one that makes him happy. Because we've got an opportunity on May 29th. We're partnering with the Dayton Dragons again this year and offering the opportunity for 20 people to have a box up on the top of the stadium and watch the game. They've got seating outside, you got seating inside. They make food available to you. It's a great, the people that, folks that won this last year had a good time. I said they'd never been treated any better. You get a couple parking passes. You get some freebies. I think you get 20 Dragons hats. I mean, that's, and the neat thing about that is Dragons tickets are so darn hard to get.
They are.
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing? What's he doing back there?
I think he was directing. I'm not sure.
I guess he was directing. Who
Maybe
are they
producing.
playing?
I'm not sure.
They're playing the Lansing Lugnuts, Joe.
I tell you,
He's easily amused. You know that?
It doesn't take much.
He likes that.
From personal experience, we've had the opportunity to go down and sit in the box a couple times, and it's great. The view's good, great seating, nice, comfortable area.
Well, and there's so much going on between innings before the game. It's not just a ball game; it's an experience. By golly.
Did you mention they have food?
They have food.
Yes, it's good too.
And yeah, they do take care of you well. They offer you lots of. There's several different packages that they offer you. If you win the box. So, the tickets are one chance is $10, and we sell 3 then for $25. And we'll do the drawing. The game is the 29th, and we do the drawing on. We have to do the drawing on the 22nd, so that gives the Dragons time to get the paperwork and things they need to generate to the winner. So we got some time if you want to. If you're interested in having a chance, and again, this money helps support. This is one of our fundraisers we do. It's a lot of fun. We were lucky last year because on the game that we had sold the box for, we ended up with seats behind home plate.
Oh.
And so we were
Nice.
sitting down behind home plate, and I knew which box our folks were in, and they were giving me grief for eating hot dogs and popcorn. And I told them I knew darn business. And I think maybe they might have played the Lugnuts last year. I think that might have been the game that they saw last year. So, but we're happy to do this. It's a great time.
Yeah,
I think and we're fortunate, to have that close to us. It's easy to get to. They treat people well. It's just a great atmosphere. You're right. It's a lot of fun.
It's really a first-class operation down there. They do a lot of good stuff, and it's just fun. And like you said, that supporting the farm and keeping everything here to keep things going and keep us in operation certainly helps. So we appreciate the Dragons making that available.
It's a neat program that they do. And to be able to do that, because I think if I remember right, the value of a box like that, is almost is nearly $1,000.
Wow!
I think if I remember, because right here it says this is $1,000 value. If I'd read, maybe because you get what you get. You get 20 close friends, family, or coworkers. And somebody said, I don't have 20 friends. I said, I'll bet you what, if they knew you've got tickets for the Dragons game in a box, you'll have 20 friends.
Yes.
But the private suite will include 20 tickets, 20 Dragons hats, indoor-outdoor seating, flat screen TV. Your group gets recognized during the game on their video board, and then you can add the catering if you want. And I think also you do get 2 parking passes to get in. So there's lots to do. So if it's $1,000 value, you get it for $10 or $25, and you win. That's a pretty good return on your investment.
I think that would be an excellent
How many
return.
tickets do you want?
I'm going to get some. I've got to get my membership paid
Yes,
for
we
yet.
do. But I wasn't going to say anything about that.
I realized that.
And as much as Joe likes the Lansing Lugnuts,
We should be able to sell him a lot of chances.
I would think. I would think that he'd probably just jump right on this for a chance to see the Lugnuts.
I would think so. It wouldn't surprise me at all that he would probably buy all the tickets and make sure he won that way.
My favorite team.
Right up there with the Mud Hens. There was just something, I was reading a story about how the Toledo Mud Hens got their name. So, because there's, it's a duck. It's American coot, I think is the name of is the bird actually. But everybody up in that way calls them mud hens because they're out in the mud flats, and so that's how the Toledo Mud Hens got their name.
Another little bit of history revealed there.
And Lansing Lugnuts, I assume that there must have been auto manufacturing in Lansing, Michigan, so they call them the Lugnuts.
Must have been. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I guess that's better than exhaust pipes.
That's true. That'd probably be kind of bad.
Yeah. So that's one. This is the second year. We invite people to, if they're interested, give us a call. And when these were included in all the membership mailings, so you got an opportunity to do that. Something we started new this year. I don't think we've talked about this before, but the headline on this is, "Who knew that you can support the Johnston farm with eggs and milk?"
You're going to have cows and chickens out here?
No.
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 Thought maybe going to have brown eggs for sale and signs up at the driveway.
No,
and stuff
it's
or
green
something.
eggs.
Green eggs. No, that's
Green
true.
eggs and ham. Because after all, John did raise pigs.
Yes.
So,
that's true.
green eggs and ham would be, I'm sorry. St. Patrick's Day is over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's long gone.
All right. No, what we've partnered, again, this is a local partnership. People are aware that the Kroger's has what they call a community rewards program. And if you have a Kroger's card, a Plus card, you can register that with Kroger's, and then a percentage of that, it doesn't cost you anything, but a percentage comes back to the sites that are registered with the community rewards. So all you have to do is, if you don't have a Kroger's Plus card, easy for me to say, right? Get one, and then you can designate where you'd like your community rewards to go. So when you buy your eggs and milk, or bread, or whatever else, then that helps. It's a way, another small way that people can help support the site, and it doesn't cost anything. So I can't see
Nothing wrong with that. Gosh,
No.
That's a good deal.
No, that's a good deal. And also, down in Dayton, I know some of the folks here in our area, you go to the Dorothy Lane Market, they have a similar program. They call theirs, what do they call theirs? A Good Neighbor program. And Dorothy Lane Market was willing to do the same thing. So there's a way that you register with them, and the same thing can happen as a return back to the Johnston Farm. So those are a couple things that are kind of new. The Kroger and Dorothy Lane programs are brand new this year. We thought, why not? People go to the grocery.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And in turn, they can help us out a little bit. That's certainly a good thing for us. So,
Go buy your eggs and milk and support the Johnston Farm in the process. So, that should be, we want to make people aware of that as well. And with the memberships, we make sure that we send this information out. But this can be anybody. If you have a Plus card, go in and tell them you want to register for your rewards to go to the Johnston Farm, and they take care of it from there.
sounds like a good deal.
And of course, it's too bad we didn't have that in the middle of the winter, because every time the forecasters called for bad weather, you go in and all the milk and eggs and bread are gone off the shelf. And
That's true.
I've never understood though why, when it snows like that, they think you got to buy bread and milk.
I don't know.
You know,
I guess in case they can't get through or something.
wouldn't you want something more substantial though than bread and milk and maybe some eggs?
I would think so.
Some ribs would be nice.
Ooh.
Chili would be nice.
Oh, yes.
Big pot of vegetable soup.
Ooh, that's good too.
Something like that. I've never understood.
Maybe you're supposed to have all that stuff in the pantry and just
Could
eggs
be.
and milk and bread are
Could be, but
even fresh.
Think about it. Wintertime, when they call for winter storm, that would be a great time for people to be involved in the community rewards program.
Definitely.
Even though we're closed, we still get support from the weather people. So they don't know they're helping us. So those are two things that we've got. That we've got this year, and we'll be doing some more things this year. We're working on one of the things we're working on. We haven't got it scheduled yet, but in December we've done Who Killed Scrooge for the last couple of years, but there's another twist on that sort of a program where you do a dinner and the people that come to the dinner become involved in the murder mystery, and we have a murder mystery that takes place in a museum.
Ooh.
So we're working on getting the logistics of that worked out. But we're going to do a murder in a museum this summer. So,
Got any candidates for the victim yet, or anything?
are you volunteering?
No. I don't think I'd want to be the victim, but I can think of some candidates possibly.
Oh, Joe said he would do it.
Oh, okay.
That's after he spent a night with the lug nuts. So we'll be working on we'll be working on making that public. But we had that opportunity. We've got to get a date and got to get the logistics set. But with the facility now, the way we've rearranged things and have opened the building up a little bit, we thought, well, this is something that we just can't pass up. That's just too good not to do. And no, Joe, that's not a tombstone.
That could be a nice piece to work in there as part of the murder mystery, though. That mile marker and all.
Well, that could be as heavy. That mile marker could have fallen on somebody.
That's true.
And did them in, because that mile marker's heavy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be.
Were you? Yeah, you were here the day we put that in that box, weren't you?
I don't think I was. I think you and Rob had it in.
It took 6 of us to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we've, those
Digressed.
we digressed. We took a side trip there for a little bit, so we won't do that. We talked about the kids coming. Want to let people know, too, about our summer schedule. Again, we're getting we keep getting closer and closer to summer. Spring's coming tomorrow, and I was listening to watching the morning weather today, and they're talking about snow on the East Coast. So.
Oh, I couldn't believe that. I thought, those poor folks.
Yeah, they're getting, I guess, better than us.
Yeah, they can have it. They can have
Now,
it.
I realized something last night I was reminded of, that if we get through tomorrow with a full school day, this will be the first week since Christmas that they've gotten 5
Wow.
complete days in.
Yeah, the weather has not been very good for
So
us.
I think
so to
everybody's
speak.
looking forward to that. But I said, well, I think we're probably safe. We'll get this week in. So,
Hopefully.
but anyway, I'm sorry, side trip again. We talked about weather, and my mind kind of worked funny. We got several events this summer. We got a lot going on in June. The Saturday before Father's Day, on June 13th, is our Family Day event again. Where we do a lot of activities and things aimed at focusing on family sort of things. What would the Johnston family have done? What activities would they see? And you can bring your kids out and acquaint them to life before this happened.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if kids would really believe that was ever like that, but
And that's, when you think about that's true, because and I don't know how they do that. I've watched people try to type this way, and I
I can't do it.
I'm still. But that'll be June 13th, and that's a Saturday, so we'll be here noon to 5. Then in July, the weekend after the 4th of July, the 11th and 12th, we're putting together a timeline event, so that we're going to try to demonstrate as many of the different time periods as we can from the Pickawillany era through the Civil War, so people can kind of walk the timeline of the Johnston family. So, because there were so many things that took place during that time period, and we thought this would be a neat thing to do. We've got people we're starting to get some groups and individuals committed for that. So that'll be Saturday and Sunday. Again, since it's Saturday and Sunday, it'll be noon to 5 both days. On Sunday, on the 12th, on July 12th, I'm going to get the name wrong. The Tip City Canal Jumpers
Okay.
are going to be here. We're going to have a vintage baseball game.
Oh, neat.
And there's historic reason for that, because in the 1860s, Piqua had a baseball team called the Sterlings. So they would have been playing basically these rules. So had an opportunity to have them come up this year. They were really happy to come up. We'll have them playing in the fields in front of the museum. They've agreed if people are interested, maybe they may let them play an inning or something with them. Things like that, but chance to see baseball when it was 2 words, and Pete Rose wasn't around yet. It's hard to imagine he's in his 70s now.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
He still has the world's worst haircut. But,
yes, it's bad.
But that's going to be our July event. Plus, probably the murder mystery will likely be in July as well. But we got to look at when's going to be a good date for that. So June, July, we've got things going on. Then in August is our evening on the canal, where we do dinner in our nice new, well, by this time you're right, we can't say nice new room anymore, because it's a year old now.
That's true, but it's still new to us. So.
That's right. It certainly is. I mean, anything, considering nothing had really changed here for a long time, to have a room like this is, this will be the new, just like the new high school. It's the
Right.
oldest building in the district now.
Oh,
Kind of wrap your mind around that one.
that's a tough one.
But anyway, in August, that'll be August 15th. Dinner will start at 6:30. Then about 7:30, we board the canal boat for an evening ride, and by the time they get back, the sun is just starting to go down a little bit, and it's a neat perspective on the canal that time of day. So that's going to be our August event this year. Of course, September we're busy with school kids, but something that'll be the second year, the last Saturday in August on the 29th in the morning, we're going to do our 5 for the Farm. We partner with the Y and with Can't Stop Running, and to do a 5K run out here. And people that participated last year really liked it because they get 5 kilometers on the grass. It's a cross-country course on the grass. So runners really like that. It's a lot easier on the legs. And you get to see the farm up close and personal. And we'll get you signed up. And no, huh?
Yeah, since I got my new knee, why they said don't jog, and that just broke my heart because I was going to do that one of these days, but never quite got around to it. Now I can't do it, so.
Okay.
Sounds like a good excuse to me not to exercise, but.
Hey, that's your story and you're sticking to it, right?
That's right.
Doctor said I can't do that.
That's right, so don't jog anymore. I thought, okay, I won't. Never started, but.
And don't ride the mower,
Right, that's.
Your wife has to ride the lawnmower now?
Yeah, I feel sorry for having to do that, but I gave it up, so. That's the way it goes sometimes. You just have to kind of do what the doctor tells you.
Well, there you go. Well, but that's August 29th. That's going to be early in the morning. The sign-in starts at 7 o'clock. They do a 1 mile fun run. A lot of kids did that last year. That's at 8, and then the 5K will start shortly after that. And information is going to be out about that, where you contact and when you have to register to get the T-shirt and all that sort of good stuff. So that's in August. We take September off, sort of, because we're going to be busy with school kids. Right. Then on October 3rd, the first Saturday in October, we're trying to get a warmer day. We're doing our fall celebration where we do a couple canal boat rides. We'll do a hay ride. We'll do some fall activities. All that sort of stuff will be going on. Just again, like the family day in June, what does a family have to do in October to get ready for winter? And I think we've talked about before what the winter season on this place would have been like. And I thought about that, when we had those sub-zero days. Wow, these were tough people.
Yeah, they didn't have to worry about frozen pipes, though. That was kind of a nice.
No, they didn't have to worry about pipes bursting or anything like that. So there were some advantages, I guess.
I think I'd rather keep the pipes warm than live in 45-degree weather inside.
Well, yeah, but that we got our fall event, and then December 5th is our evening on the canal. Right.
Yeah, it might be a little rough.
A little brisk. Is our Christmas on the Farm. The last 2 years we've killed Scrooge. This year we're going to do an Irish Christmas because of John's Irish heritage. As people come through, they'll see more of the Irish side of his heritage. What would and again, what traditions did the Irish bring to this country? It's become a part of our Christmases. So it'll have a sort of an Irish theme to it this year. So that'll be on December 5th, and again, like we've done in the past, we'll do a meal at 1, 4, and 7. So at 1 o'clock you can come, you can get your lunch. 4 o'clock is a little early, but if you're an early eater, you can have lunch at 4, or you can have a nice dinner, candlelit dinner in the dining room at 7 o'clock. So, we try to accommodate as many different people as we can, and they get to see an Irish Christmas. So, full schedule of events this year. Looking forward to a lot of people coming out and visiting, seeing the new exhibits. We'll have the Miami exhibit that's going to tell their story from removal, from really toward the end of the Johnston era here in the 1840s to the present. And that's a story that really doesn't get told too many places. It's almost like well, everybody moved west, and, that tradition disappeared from Ohio, that culture just, and we want to help people realize, no, that's really not what happened.
Yeah.
And we're going to offer then that opportunity to the other 5 Ohio tribes, so that they can also, because each group has a little bit different story to tell, and we've got the space, we've got the exhibit cases. It just seems like it's a natural to do that. And I can't think of any place better to do that than at Johnston Farm and Indian Agency. Can you?
I can't either. I think it certainly lends itself well to it, and
Well, and the other advantage to it is because so many times the museum exhibits do become static just
Right.
because of the nature of things, there will be something new for the next 6 years. So, that's kind of our season. Lots going on.
Yes.
Yellow Troop carriers start in less than a month now.
boy, I've got to get all my things ready, my weather rock and all those good things ready to drive the nets with, and make sure the canaligators are out of
ready to go.
hibernation.
Yeah, we'll have to go get them ready to go, and so lots to do between now and in the middle of April when the kids start getting here. We spend the first week or so of April just getting things ready in here. There's a lot to do to get the farmhouse ready, get the boat ready, get Kit ready to go again for another summer, and so there's a lot of preparation in that first week to get things moving, and by that time hope it's warmed up a little bit.
I hope so, because speaking, you said about being brisk out there in December. It's brisk sometimes in April. It can be a little cool out there on
But
the
yeah,
water.
it was interesting. I saw something the other night. Somebody had I don't remember who I saw in the paper or where, but somebody had a picture of in the fall, if it's 50 degrees, people are pulling their coats and everything on. And this time of year, if it's 50 degrees, you go into the store and they're running. They got their flip-flops, shorts, and tank tops on. The
That's
temperature
true.
is all relative to the time of year.
That's there's a lot to be said for that, I think.
And I thought, boy, isn't that the truth? And we've all done that. We've all done that. So, we're ready to get started for another year. We've been busy this winter. I think when people come out and visit the farm, they're going to see what we've been doing over the winter. And we'll make one last plug for if you've been a Friends member in the past and you've gotten a renewal package, we'd encourage you to renew your membership. We like to have people remain as friends of the farm. And boy, if you get your membership, don't hesitate to use it. Use it often. Use it to acquaint others. If you get family here for a weekend or something, acquaint them with the farm as well. And then take advantage of the things we've got going. Buy your raffle tickets to go see the lug nuts. Actually, you want to go see the dragons.
Yes, that's the home team. So.
We did that one year. Nicholas, our older son, has been a dyed-in-wool Bears fan for years. And one winter, the Bears played down in Cincinnati, so we ordered tickets for his birthday so he could see the Bears play. And we bought the tickets, and the fellow at the box office says, "Well, thank you for supporting the Bengals." I said, "No, sir, you understand we're coming to see the Bears play." He didn't see the.
Yeah,
now Joe would go see the lug nuts.
That's true. That's true. Everybody else could see the dragons, but
Joe
not
goes. Joe go see the lug nuts. So we got that. We've got our community rewards. So Joe's telling us we've talked as long as we should talk today. So
Well, it probably hit about everything we can think of.
I think so. There's lots going on out here. It's not a static place. We try to do some new things. We try to keep some of the old familiars going. We want people to realize this is your site, and with your support, then we're able to stay here. And of course, our new room. Gosh, if you need a place for a meeting or an event, You know, the graduation parties are coming.
There you go. This would be a great
you know,
spot.
great spot for graduation party.
Yep.
Lots of opportunities. So keep us in mind, and phone number, you got questions, give us a call at 773-2522 or go to our website, johnstonfarmohio.com, and you'll find out what's going on out on the farm.
Sounds like the way to put everything together and call it a day to me.
I think so.
I guess we need to once again thank the one and only world famous videographer, producer, director, cameraman, all around nice guy, Mr. Joe Teach.
And as always, humble as the day is long.
I always forget that part. I mean,
We have to remember, you know, we have to remember that, and you know, we joke about it, you know, but we really appreciate Joe, giving his time to make this this possible. We've been doing this now for a bunch of years. This is what, your third or fourth year now doing this.
I can't remember. When you're having fun, it's hard.
That's right. It's just time flies when you're having fun.
It does. It does.
Or time's fun when you're having flies.
With that, I guess we better round it up and take off around the farm.
And we'll see you next month.